Hi boys and girls, I have a new story for you today. It's one of my favorites. I think you're going to like this one. So this one's called A Home for Little Teddy. And you might be hearing some interruptions outside. I'm sorry boys and girls, but it should stop soon. All right, let's practice using our I Spy Eyes for these words in this story, okay? So what do you see inside this word that you know about? You should see the Y at the end. The Y at the end says E. You should see Big Mouth. Do you remember what Big Mouth says? It says eh. And these are two D's. I hope you said D and not B. So this is going to say duh. So let's sing the word. T-ed-e. Teddy, right? So Teddy is one of the characters in the story, a little teddy bear, right? All right, what do you see inside this word? You should see E-E says what? E. And you should see S-L says soul. Soul, eat, sleep. Okay, so someone is trying to sleep in this story. All right, what do you see inside this word? You should see the magic E. What's he gonna bonk? He's gonna bonk the O. What's the O gonna say? He's gonna say his name if he gets bonked on the head. So he says O, H, O, home. Remember, if he bonked, he's on a timeout, so he doesn't get to talk. So that word said home. All right, tell me if you know anything inside this word. Do you see O-U? O-U says ow, so let's sing it. Mouse, mouse. All right, now we're going to take a sight word that we know. So what's the sight word? This says look, doesn't it? So we can use it again. It still says look. This time we're gonna snap another Lego onto it. So I know you know ing says ing. So if we have look and we have ing and we snap it together, it says looking, doesn't it? And we can take look one more time and we're gonna snap another Lego to it. And remember that can say duh, tuh, or ed. If we snap it to look, if we already did this, we say we looked. So even though it sounds weird, boys and girls, sometimes the ed can make the tuh sound with our mouth, doesn't it? All right, and then this is a sight word, but sometimes when we have a capital letter on a sight word, we forget about our sight word. So just remember what you know. You know that th makes the th sound, and you know that is says is. So this is this. All right, we're halfway done, boys and girls. You are doing awesome. Now there's something that we have not learned very much about before, boys and girls. So usually the C makes the k sound, doesn't it? But in this word, it's the soft C, so it can make the S sound. So it can say S, all right? The magic key blocks the I on the head. The I says I. So this says mice, mice, right? And then this word we've had before. Do you see a chunk inside this word? You should see AY. AY says A. Put a W in front and now it says way. Push the A button and it says a way. A way. Okay? Now, let's see if you can figure out what one of the characters is in this story. All right, so we already had a word that had two D's in it for duh, didn't we? So now we have a word that has two B's in it. So this is going to say buh. The IT says it. Rab it. Rabbit. If we have only one, it's a rab. It says rabbit. If we have more than one, we add just an S and it says rabbits, doesn't it? So there's a mouse in the story, there's a teddy bear in the story, there's rabbits in the story, and there's this in the story. So is that a B or a D, boys and girls? you drive down the reading road, you crash into this part, that's the drum. So this is gonna say duh, or the dinosaur tummy. Tickle, 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 tickle the dinosaur tummy. That says duh. Duh, alls, dolls. All right. I thought somebody was going to check on the commotion, but I'm not sure that's happening. So this says, oh. Oh my goodness, we're having a little commotion right now. And then, if somebody takes care of the commotion that we're hearing, what do you see inside this word? You should see A-N-K, that says ank. T-H says ank. It says thank. So if the commotion is taken care of, you might say thank you. Thank you. And there might be another reason why somebody in the story might say thank you. All right, now we're gonna do our sight words. So if my cameraman was here, he would zoom for you, but he's not here. So do the best you can at looking at these words, boys and girls. All right, so I'll hold them a little bit closer. Hopefully you can still see them. We're gonna go through the list once, see how fast you can say them all by yourself, okay? And then I'm gonna say them with you and try to beat you. So try really hard to say them all by yourself first. If they're hard, then you know you need to watch this part of the movie again so you can learn these sight words. Are you ready? All right, here's the first one. Okay, so if we're gonna race, I'm gonna have to hold him so I can see him. So just look really carefully, boys and girls, and see if you can beat me. Here we go, ready? Up, you, am, said, see, are you beating me? For, look, can, where, here, come, little, and went. All right, so we have a lot of sight words in this story, don't we? If all of these words that I just shared with you, boys and girls, are inside this story. So you should be able to say all of these words super fast. Maybe you can write them down on a piece of paper and see how fast, practice saying them really fast. So when you get to these words in the story, these are your resting words. So you don't have to spend any energy figuring out these words. And you don't even have to really think about these words. You just look at them and say them fast. So make sure you get these words good and fast, because they're not going to just be in this story. They're going to be in other stories too. So get them good and stuck in your brain. So make sure you get these sight words really good. So when you get to this book, you'll already know half the story. All right. So that's all the really important words that are inside this story that you need to practice, boys and girls. So this is the end of our video number 1. Don't forget to look for video number 2, because that's when you get to see the inside of the story. And you can read it all by yourself. Okay, bye-bye for now.